This conference will
Thank
now
you.
be recorded.
Yeah, suddenly I got reminded of it. Different ways of storing the value. How can you store the value?
Yeah, by using variables, arrays, and objects. Yeah.
Variables, arrays. Okay, creating objects, then arrays, and the last one is your collection. Everything has a limitation. What is the limitation of the variables?
Only one.
What is?
Only one.
Yeah, we can store only one
Variable.
value. Only one value. How about objects? How
To
about
create
objects?
many objects. Yeah, to create many objects.
We can create many objects, but we can store how many values can we store?
Store depends upon variable. Only one or two.
Fixed number of variable declarations. Okay, fixed number of values. How many variables you have declared in your class or with respect to the object, then based on that you can store that many fixed number of values. Okay, how about arrays?
N
Arrays,
number.
n number stores fixed number of, okay, stores many values of same data type.
Yeah.
Same data type. I can't store a string and integer at a time. Okay, I can store values of same data type. Yeah, fixed size, it also has a problem. I can't increase the, if I want to add an additional number for this array, like I have 1 2 3 4, if I want to add a number 5 to it, I can't add it. I have to create a new array.
Okay. Mm.
That is a problem with the arrays. I can, and also, right, I can't store, this is not possible. Like one, I have a name, like name, then I a character string I have, then I have integer, floating value. All this can't be stored in a single array. Okay, this is the one of the problem with the arrays. We can store only values of same data type and fixed size. So in order to overcome all these limitations, there is a new thing or a new object called collections. Collections is nothing but group of objects. Group of objects. Okay, though we say elements, we here we are considering group of objects. What it can store, what it can do, it can store, it can store
Integer or
it can store
strings.
homogeneous, okay, or heterogeneous. Means we can have different or types of objects or same type of objects, or duplicate values, duplicate objects, similar unique objects. Okay. Collection is nothing but a container object which is collection is a container object. We say is a container object which can store all this type of objects: homogeneous, heterogeneous, duplicate. Okay, we will come across it. What exactly we are referring to? Last class I have shown you few examples. I am not sure whether it is there. Let me check it. Give me a second. When was the last class we had? Okay, I got it. I guess I have stopped sharing my screen, right? Okay. Last class we have seen, right? When I want to store homogeneous objects, what I can do, I can store objects of the same class, n number of, like now we are a group of students of Java class, so I can store all them in a one particular set or a group. That is homogeneous. Heterogeneous means what happens? Few people are of automation, few people are of Java, few people are of manual testing. If I combine all of them, that group is called heterogeneous objects. Okay, then we have duplicate objects, then we have unique objects. Duplicate means where we have a repeating value, and unique means each and every object of that particular set is different. Okay, like I am a student of Java and one of the student is from manual and other one is from the automation. So when I have unique students from each and every class, then I can say it is a unique object. Unique collection. How about duplicate? When I have a same student who is attending Java as well as manual, and I have a same student who is attending Java as well as automation, there are few people who are duplicated in two classes, right? Then I can say that that is a duplicate set. Or a name. Last class I have referred to a name. We can in when we go for names, right? In a particular class, it's like right now in our class we have right two Chaitanyas, two Nandinis. Yes or no?
Yes or no?
So so we have a name is same. Name is same. Where am I? I think I have. Name is same, but person objects are different. Objects with same name. Objects with same name. Right? Yes or no? So like you and Nandini and Chaitanya, both of you can relate it to it.
Yeah,
You're two
Vandana.
different objects, but you both have the same names. Okay. So now collection is nothing but it's like a bag where you will be storing the objects. Why it is necessary? Because arrays and variables you cannot store different data type values. You cannot
Different
store
data
different
type.
data type, right? That is the main issue. And also, if I want to increase the size of the container, I can't do with the help of arrays or objects. Okay, I cannot meet that demands based on the array or the object. So we go for the collections. The best part of collections, right? It is a predefined, okay, collection framework. We have a collection framework, which is already, the code is already ready with us. Only thing is we have to use it wherever we want based on the scenario. Okay, collection framework is nothing but predefined, predefined set of interfaces and classes. Already the code is written in it. Only thing is we have to use it based on our purpose. What is the purpose? Based on it, we have to use the required collection or required class or required interface. Is it clear why we are going for collections? Is it clear? Yes or
Yes,
no?
Vandana.
And also, right, the main purpose of it, right, in whenever we go for the programming world, right, we have the main thing is important for us is sorting. You can write, you can do with the help of arrays also, but the thing is you have to write a few lines of code, then only I can sort the data. If I have the sorting like I have 1 5 7 uh, 2, if I have to properly sort the data in ascending or descending order, how can I sort it? I had to write some code with it, right? But using this collection framework, I will use a particular method and I can sort the data, because that method I am not writing it, already it is defined in that framework. Like how your print ln is there, print is there, we have some methods, right? Collection framework is also is having some set of predefined interfaces and classes. We are going to use them and we are going to perform sorting, removing elements, okay, then deleting some objects. If you want to delete some you can search for a particular search for a particular value, because search is one thing which is very necessary. You know the first thing we do in Google, what do? We search for data,
Yeah,
right?
certain.
How do you think that
Yeah.
searching happens? There's a particular amount of code written in the back end, and here, right, that code we are referring to is the a predefined code in the collection framework. We are not writing the algorithm for the search in now on our own. We are using the already existing one. Okay, we can search for data, we can insert the data, and so on. That is what we are going to learn today, ma collection framework. Is it clear? The purpose of collection, is it clear?
Yes or no?
Say, okay. Now, as I said earlier, it is a collection framework is a predefined set or collection of interfaces and classes. Please look over here. This is the hierarchy of the collection interfaces, ma. Is it visible? Should I
Yes.
enlarge it? Okay. See, collection itself. See, the blue color one refers to the interfaces. Last class I have given a. We have discussed again what are interfaces and what are classes, ma. Do you remember what are interfaces?
Yeah, they have abstract methods.
Yeah, they have abstract methods, which means that all that methods are to be implemented by the
Another class.
subclasses or the classes or the other sub interfaces. Okay, the very first interface we have is the iterable. Okay, this is the main interface, you can say. Interface means it has some pre-described abstract methods in it, predefined abstract methods. Then it, see, wherever it extends to collection, then collection, it a collection extends to your iterable. This collection, right, it has three more interfaces. The main three are the list, queue, and setma. See, you cannot use an interface directly in your program. Can I use the interface directly in my program? If you remember, in any of the interfaces, did we use the interface directly? Do you
No.
remember? We what did we do?
Yeah. Creating subclasses or classes.
We have created classes, right?
Yeah.
Classes has to implement the interface. Then only we can handle the program or we can write the program, right? Interface. Okay. See, I have created an interface. Interface again extends the main one. Then I have created a class over here which will implement the interface, and that class is used in my main program to create objects. So with the help of interface, we cannot create objects. We have to have some classes. Okay. So in our architecture of that collection framework, we call it as framework because it is nothing but different set of algorithms. Each have its own purpose. When to use list, when to use queue, when to use set, they have their own purpose. List has its own purpose. Queue has its own purpose. Set has its own purpose. Now the very first interface, it has some methods. After that interface, we have created one more collection. It is already there. This collection, right, is subdivided into three interfaces: list, queue, and set. Okay. List list to implement the list, we are having four different classes. The yellow ones represent the classes. Okay. Array list, linked list, vector, and stack is a subclass of vector. Okay, see the lines. Okay, I'll share this one with you. Refer to the lines. All the solid line refers to the extents. Extents means what? It is a part or it is a hierarchy. What you learned about the hierarchy, right? Inheritance. Collection is the inheritance of your iterable child. List, queue, set are child of collection, whereas this list is implemented by all these classes. Queue will be implemented by priority queue or by array queue. Set will be implemented by hash set or linked hash set, or it has another interface sorted set where you will be having tree set. Now, the main purpose of us is we have to understand when to use this list interface, when to use this queue interface, and when to use this set interface. See, collection is nothing but it has some predefined methods. Okay, since it is interface, what type of methods will it have?
Abstract methods.
Abstract methods. But I cannot use this collection directly in my program because it is an interface. So what we did, okay, when I say collection, again I'm having subclass types. You can say that I went to market, I brought all kind of items from the market. What can I have from the market? I can have fruits, vegetables, and groceries. Okay, think this as a bigger bag. Okay, this is a bigger bag. Now I'm sorting out. This is my vegetables, this is my fruits, and this is my groceries. Understood? But this groceries, right, you can't eat it directly, right? What should we do? We should prepare something. We will prepare something with the groceries, right? Similarly, vegetables and fruits, we have their own purpose. Similarly, you can relate it to your collection. Collection is nothing but set of objects but that objects can be of list type, queue type, and set type. When to use what, we are going to study in detail now. Is it clear? You have to let me know because I can't go further if you don't understand it.
Understand, Vandana.
Okay. First of all, okay, then we will see why when okay. What is the purpose of set we are going to learn? See, list, set, and queue are nothing but like they are like arrays only. Okay, they are like arrays. But the thing is, arrays of fixed size. Arrays of fixed size. Okay, first we'll learn what is set. When to use set or what is set. Set is like a array. Represents represents group of elements, group of objects. Okay, elements means objects. Okay, here group of objects arranged in the form of an array. In form of array. But what is the main difference over here, ma? Main difference is array is fixed in size, whereas I can change the size dynamically. I can change the size when however I want. I can remove or increase or whatever I want to do. I can do it. I can change the size dynamically. Main purpose is if I don't want any duplicate items in my group, I will go for set. We use set when we do not want duplicate objects. Set will not take duplicate objects, okay? When we don't want duplicate objects, then we will go for set. Is it clear?
Yes, Vandana.
Then we have, okay, remember that if I'm referring to objects means I can take of any type, not only of single similar data type, they will be of any data type. They can be of string, they can be of number or anything. Then we have list. List also is, list is similar like set, okay? Similar like set means it is a group of objects we can arrange in the form of arrays. Similar like set, but the only difference is, what is the only difference is we can store the duplicate values. We can store duplicate values in list. Set does not allow it, but list will allow it. Similar like, okay, we can add, remove elements. We can do many things. Remove elements, whatever we want, we can do it. Okay. And change the size dynamically and so on while using the set. Sorry, interface. So, list. Okay. Then we have queue. Queue is like see, whenever we are booking a ticket or something, what how does the it's a seat selection. How does it happen? If I want to book a ticket in the bus, how do you think the priority of the seat is given for the different users? If I have it logged in for a particular website, say Redbus website, okay, and I want to book a ticket at the same time. Suppose Chaitanya also have logged in at the same website and he is also accessing the same bus and same seat number. Whom do you think the priority is given? Who will pay first there for them? Or how do you think the accessibility is given for different users?
Maybe long distance.
Oh no, we have a
No,
queuing system called first in, first out. Okay, who
first
has
and first.
you might have studied when if I'm not sure if you are good with data structures and algorithms, right? There is see these collections is mainly has come into existence because of the data structures. Data structures is a very vast thing which is happening. I mean that is how your data is being accessed in your real time. The Google, okay, or the allocation of the seat in a movie hall, or the priority or who first in first out, okay. If I want to store and access elements, right, we use the queuing method. See, like you stand in a line while booking for a ticket in the manual. If I go to a ticket center, what happens? Whoever is standing in the first in the queue, he will be able to access it, right?
Yes.
And he will only come out first. The same principle is applied in your queue collection also. Queue interface. We are trying to store the variable whichever is coming first, or store the object whoever is coming first in that particular position, and that person will go out first. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Store and access element. Queue method is actually used when we want to store and access elements based on first in first out. Normally, right, main purpose is for all this purpose, ma, sorting, removing, deleting, search, insert, not only based on single data type. When we have multiple data types, if I want to perform some operations, I'll go for collections. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Today, okay, then we have, okay, this is what I'm list, queue, set. This is what list. You can duplicate the elements. Set, you cannot duplicate the elements. When you want to access the elements based on some particular order, I want to access the elements in some particular order, I'll go for queue. But can I use list, queue, set to create objects? Can I use list, queue, set to create objects?
Yes. Okay.
What are they? Are they classes or interfaces? Blue one refers to the interface, and
Interfaces.
interfaces, can I use
Yellow.
them directly to create objects?
No.
We can't create objects directly based on the interfaces. So we have some predefined
Class.
classes: array list, linked list, vector, stack for list. Set, I have some hash set and linked hash set. And I have one more interface. So we will be taking the help of these classes, and we are going to create objects. Okay. Now let me discuss. We have, see, collection is a interface, right? As you said earlier, interface will have some abstract methods, right?
Yes.
Abstract methods. So what are the type of methods we are having? We will, let me discuss it before going further. Okay. The type of methods I have. One second. Yeah. We have methods in collection. Any of them can use that. Let's see, if the parent has it, if the parent has the methods, who has to use them? Child has to use them, right?
Yes.
The parent
Yeah.
has the method, child, and okay, this child, if the class is implementing them, obviously they have to use the method of the collection. So what all methods are available in the collections? Let us see. Methods in collection. We have add method to add the elements, add all, what all we want, we can use it. Different types of them. Then clear, if you want to clear all the your collection. Then contains, whether your collection contains particular thing. Then you have equals. Remove, okay, one of them is remove, one of the important one. Then you have whether it is empty or not. Then you have equals, so on. We have some 15 methods in the collection, ma. We have some 15 methods in collection. Okay. We will discuss all the important ones while doing the program. I have written some of them. These are few of them. Okay, add all, clear, contains, remove, and is empty and equals. We will see the rest of them while doing the writing the program. Okay, clear.
This one.
Okay. Now is this diagram clear? This is your hierarchy of the collection. Okay.
Okay.
Now one more thing I wanted to discuss you, when to choose this one, when to choose list, when to choose queue, and when to choose set. There is a small diagram over it. I share this one for you. So try to go through this. Okay. I have a program. Okay. I have a program. Okay. I haven't discussed one more collection called map. Map we will learn it in the next to next class. If it has key value pairs, pairs means I have to go for the map thing. See, it is written tree map, list, link, hash map. If it is values, if it is containing duplicates, yes or no. If it is containing duplicates, yes means it will go to array list, or it will no means what is the purpose of it. Based on that, I'll go for the sets. Duplicates means I'm going for the list. If I don't want duplicates, I'll go for the sets. Is it visible?
Yes, one.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, based on our purpose of the program, what we want to achieve, we will be using a particular collection. If I want to store duplicate, I'll be using the list type
List.
of classes. If I don't want duplicates, I'll be using set type
Set.
of classes. If order is important, yes, I'll be using the queue related classes. Okay, queue related classes. If I am writing the in terms of pairs, means first roll number is related to Vandana, second roll number is related to Chaitanya, third roll number is related to Nandini. If I am writing in terms of pairs and in this order is important, then we will go for different type. Okay, link the hash map. If order is not important, we'll go for map. Map is nothing but another type of collection where we will be storing the values in terms of pairs. So did you get an idea what collections is and everything? Say something.
Yes,
Yes,
one.
Vandana.
Okay, I guess you people are tired today. Huh? Monday means everyone will be tired. Friday means everyone will be happy. Yes, right? Okay.
Obviously, Vandana.
Yeah, even it happens for me also. I can't deny it. It's like Monday morning. Okay, let me today, right? We will be learning about the in the collections. We are going to focus on the list interface. Okay, list interface, list interface. List interface, ma. What do we do? Or what do we do in the list interface?
To store the
Why do we
duplicate
go?
values.
Yeah, actually, let me write it out. List interface. We can it allows us to store and access elements. Elements means here we are referring to objects, ma. We have to create objects because everything refers to the classes. Okay, objects sequentially, like it's like an array, right? Sequentially. Okay, and also, okay, there are four different classes if you want to use the list interface. They are array list, and I have written linked list. Then I have written vector. Vector has a subclass stack. Okay, now there is a particular syntax how I want to create an object using list interface. To create an object, right, first of all we have to import the package. All this, right, all these collections is a package of java.util. Java.util package I need to have so that I can access all the collection framework, that all the set of classes and interfaces. Okay, first of all I have to import them. Then I can create the objects based on the syntax. Syntax, we have general form like list. Okay, say string. Okay, a is equal to, yeah, okay, num1 is equal to new. I can create it by array list if I want. Okay, please remember the syntax. It is a little bit different from what we used to create it earlier. Earlier we used to create just the class name, object name, new constructor. Here it is different, man, little different because we are speaking of the collection of objects. I can create a list using the linked list also. Both of them will work same. Both of them will work same, but a little when speaking of the methods, it will be a little different. Shall we start writing the program then?
Yes, ma'am.
Is my screen visible? Not an issue,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay, ma. So first of all, we will see how to create an store multiple values. Okay, then how to add elements into it. Right now we are you. Okay. First, I'll create with respect to integer. Then I'll give a generalized one. Okay. First, with respect to integer. So first of all, what should I need? I have created my class. Then what is the first thing I need? Public static
Static
void
void.
main method. I need my main method. Thing args. I created my main method. So I had now what is the first thing, next thing I have to do? I had to create my array list or what I want. I want a list. Okay. How can I create it? Mm, fine. List integer numbers is equal to new. Okay. Why is it throwing array ma? Error ma? I want to create array list. I'll be using array list today. Array list. I'm using the array list class, so I'm writing the constructor based on it. Why am I getting an error?
Import due
I
to
didn't
import.
java.util. If you know the particular class, you can import it directly. Or else, if you're not sure, what should you do?
Asterisk.
Yeah, if you're not sure, just use asterisk. That will work fine. Now, I guess no error in my thing, right? I have to add elements into this. Okay, I want to add. Right now, let me create this one. Let me system dot out dot println numbers are is equal to as num. Okay, if I execute this, what do you think my output will be? Did I store any value? Did I assign any values?
No.
It is an empty. See, empty array. It is in the square brackets. Might represents array. Okay.
Okay.
Now let me add elements to it. As I said earlier, we have different methods. Add. Okay. How to add elements to it? For which one should I add the elements? I want to add for this object. Num is my objects. Okay. Num dot. Okay. You can if I remove see num dot. I have all types of methods, required methods. Hash code, let class, equals to, contains, clear, add all. See, these are the different methods I can use. I want to add the element and right now I have given integer type, so I'll add one. Okay. Now let me execute it.
Okay.
Okay. Num dot add 2. In arrays, did we have the add method? Did we have add method? If I want to add particular value, how can I add it? Can I add it?
No, no, we cannot add it.
I can create my array based on the for loop, for each loop or for loop or based on another things, my own thing. But I cannot keep on adding the values, especially when I want to add it somewhere in between. Okay. Right now, see if I'm keeping on adding the values, they are added. The values are added in the array sequentially. Okay. If I try to keep num dot add 3, what do you think will happen?
132.
Based on the each and every line, the
Sequence.
code is yeah. Not only that, I can access a particular value. Okay, I can see I can access particular value based. I want to access the second element. Okay, can I access it? Can I access it, ma?
No.
Ma'am,
How
it's
to access
showing
the
error.
element? Yeah, I cannot access it like the array method. Array, I can use the number 2, number 0, and so on. But I cannot use the same pattern over here for the collections. We have a, okay, let me write it over here. How to access my elements. Accessing the element. How to access it? We have a get method. Get method to access the different values. Okay. So how? Let me say it. Mm, I can directly. Okay. Let me store it in an integer. Say value 1 is equal to num dot which element I want. I want the second element. So get index. What is the second value?
3.
What will be my second value? Index 2 means which value, ma?
3.
Is it so?
0, 1, 2. 2.
Yeah.
Index
Okay,
0
2.
start
That's
with
it.
0.
Okay, let us see which value. Value is equal to plus value 1. Let us see whether I can, what I'll get the answer. Index always starts with 0. Please
0.
remember that, okay?
Yeah.
Since I have given a value of 2, I'm able to access the third element. That is 2. Okay. So if we not it unlike array, I have to use a method to access a particular value, ma. Is it clear?
Yes
Yes
or
or
no?
no?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Now if I want to remove some values, okay, how can I remove some values over here? Similarly, like how we are accessing the elements, similarly using the remove method, we can remove the elements. Get method is used to access the elements. Remove method is used to remove the elements. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So let us see how to remove method. What is the purpose of it? Removing the elements. The elements means here they are objects. Do remember that they are considered as objects because num is an object ma here. Okay. Num is an object. So if I'm saying elements, I'm referring to objects. Okay. So what should I do? Okay, fine. System dot out dot println uh, removed value. I want to remove which value? I want to use remove the first value. Remove index 1. Which element will be removed?
3.
3.
Let me see my again the entire object num. Is it updated?
Yes. Removed value 3. Numbers 1, 2.
My list is also updated. Right? See,
Yeah.
I can do the same thing in array also, but only thing is I have to write extra lines of code. That burden is removed from us with the help of all these predefined methods. Okay, it is not that I can't do the program using my arrays or class objects. We can do, but the thing is the program will become lengthier. To avoid that, we are going for collections. Clear?
Okay. Yes or no?
Okay, now can I do only integers? It's not like that. I can create my, okay, now okay, let me give you different ways of creating the object here. String. Okay, let me give it string is equal to new array list. Okay. Now how to add for this? I'll now can I add numbers for it? Can I add numbers for it, ma?
No, string.
String
I
is
can
a
String.
character.
if I give
Okay.
in
Ah, yeah.
double quotes,
Code.
everything is considered as a string.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. String dot add. Okay, then I can give name. I'll give my name. Okay. Not only that, I have dot. mm, okay. Okay. First, I'll show this one. Later, I'll show this one. Next. Let me print my values, string values. Okay. String values. Where did I store it? In which object did I store it? str. Right? Okay. Do you remember this numbers from 1, 3, 2? I want to add number 5 at this particular position. After 1, I want the number 5. Can I get it? Yes, we can get it based on the method num dot add give an index. Which for index 1 comma. Very simple, right? If I know the method and if I know the syntax for it, I can play with all the methods. It is easier, right? I am not writing lot of lines of code. Clear, ma? See here, right? In place of one and this one, I want to give my employee ID or something like that. Okay, I'll give like the string dot add. I want to give it index one. I want to give some value. Say, okay, programmer maybe. Okay, is it being added? Not only sequentially. If I want to give it, if I want to add a value at particular index, I can add based on the index number. How many?
Okay.
Okay, if I see what are numbers, how many what is the maximum index over here? Ma? 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So if I want to store a value beyond index, can I store it? Num dot add. Say I want to store at index 6, 6. I want to store a value of 10. What did
Index
I
out
get?
of bound.
Not
Out.
array. It is saying index out of
Index.
bounds.
Out of.
Okay. I say this is a different type of exception now. Earlier you have seen array index out of bounds. Now it is saying index out of the bounds exception. Why? Because my size is 4 and I'm giving as index of 6. Is it clear, ma?
Yes.
Okay. Now I was saying I can store multiple data types from that time, right? But did I store multiple data types? As of now, if I run the program, I'm storing only similar data type of values,
Yes.
right? Okay. Before going further, I will give you different ways of creating your objects, ma. Because in if you go through different programs, you will come across list new, not new. Say new is a keyword, right? Let me create here list. I can array list. With respect to array list, I can create array list integer. Okay, object one is equal to new array list. With respect to that particular class alone, I can create, or in general, I have created earlier. Okay, with respect to linked list, I can create linked list. Data type you can change based on the what you want to store. Object 2 is equal to new linked list. Okay, why is it throwing error? Why? I have made it correct only, right? Oh, L is small letter. Java is case sensitive. Please do remember that, okay? Then I can create in general also with respect to object 3 is equal to new linked list. If you see, I have created in general array list. In general, okay, let me give it linked list. Linked list, array list are nothing but classes. Classes with reference to what? List interface. Okay. Uh, I'll let you know why what the small difference is there between array list and linked list. Show you with the help of a program. It will be easier for you. Using array list class itself, you can create one object in this format. Linked list also you can use it for creating the object. In general, if I don't want to specify whether I'm storing integer or list, I can give in general list object 3 is equal to new linked list or new array list. Whichever class you want, you can use it. If you want to just store and access the elements or remove the elements, you can use any array list or linked list. Both of them are fine. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, Vandana.
Everyone, no doubts, ma?
Vandana, can you repeat once again?
See, as I said earlier, we have four different classes. Okay. Array list, linked list, vector stack. Vector stack I'm not going to discuss right now. Array list and linked list are more important. I can create an object using array list or linked list. These are nothing but the syntaxes for different ways how you want to create an object. I can use generalized list and array list. Generalized list and using linked list, I can create my object. Or use your array list class and create an object. Use your linked list class and create an object. Generalized list, but I'm not specifying integer or string. The last one, ma'am, concentrate on the last one. I didn't specify whether I'm storing an integer or string. For the prior ones, I have mentioned whether I want to store an integer value or string value. But the last one, I haven't specified. So it is a generic one. Clear?
Yeah,
Okay,
yes, Vandana.
let me use it here and I'll show you some example. Okay. I have created an object tree and I am using linked list. Okay. The difference between array list and linked list I'll be explaining in tomorrow's class. Object tree dot add. Okay. What I want to add? I want to add 4. Okay. Let me print the value. One second, please be online. Okay, let me print the values. Values is equal to obj3. Okay, ma, I have created a list, okay, which will store the values by using the linked list class I have created it. Okay, let us see whether I'm able to add it or not. Whether I'm able to add the value, ma? Did it throw any error? I didn't specify whether I'm storing integer value or string value. Still, it has been added over there. Okay, now let me try to create and add the value. Dot add. I want to add Java. What type of data it is? Data type it is?
String
What type
data
of
type.
data? String data type. If I try to access it, can it be possible in arrays?
No.
Is it possible?
Same
No,
data
it
type.
is not. Yeah, we can't add multiple data types in arrays. That is the beauty of collections. So only we go for collections where I can store data, different data
Different
type
data
values.
types.
Understood the purpose of collections today?
Yep.
Is it clear, ma?
Yes, Aman.
Hmm? Okay. Not only that, I'll show you another method. Object 3 dot add all. Okay. I'll add 3, okay, 3 comma, say Python. Wait, I guess I have given a syntax mistake. One sec. I guess I have. Okay. Add all is used for collection, right? Please, whenever you're not sure of the method, right? Just click on it. Add object or add collection. If I use this one, it will help you more what you have to give, what it will return, and what is the index you should give, and what it will return. Okay. Object 3 dot add all. Okay. Let me say at index 2, I have created already a list called number, I can see num is a list which I have already created it, right?
Yes.
I am trying to add that particular list in another list. Okay. Like I have past student names, I have failed student names. If I want to combine both of them into a singular one, I can do that using the
Okay.
collection interface. See, am I able to add ma? This is my updated numbers value. Understood? Should I repeat add all?
Yes, Vandana. Add
See,
all.
add means we can add single values. Okay. If I want to add other list values, like I have number or value or string as one more object over here. One object in the other object, I can do it with the help of add all. Okay. See, string. What are the values it will contain? String. It contains one programmer and name over here. So what I can do is I'm saying at index number 2, this is my index mark, or I can say 0 is my index. At index number 0, store all the values of the string. String is another object that store the values of that object in this object.
Okay.
Okay. So if I click on this, if I execute it, what happens? At 0 index,
Okay.
all the string values are included. And then 4 and then Java.
Okay.
Understood the purpose of add-on method?
Yes,
Say
Vandana.
something. Okay. Today we have discussed some basic methods. What I want you to understand is what is the purpose of collections, why we are going for that, and please remember the hierarchy. In collections, we are having list, queue, set, as well as map, which we'll be learning later on. The main purpose of collections is for sorting, accessing, adding, removing objects over here of different data types, and
Yeah,
it
different.
can keep on increasing the size irrespective of the fixed size. And we have seen some basic methods in it and the syntax for the creating a list. Understood?
Yes, Vandana.
Yes, Vandana.
Any doubts? Because I'm stopping here because I don't want to create more confusion as of now, because tomorrow we will be learning the differences between the list and set and queue.
Okay.
If you are very confident with this, the rest of the thing will be easier for you. Ma, please go through today's class video, okay? Again,
Okay.
any doubts you have?